zip tie here, I think.
Okay.
But where does it go? Or did it break? It could be that the zip tie is gone for good. Can you test it if you kick it front a few times? Does it keep along or does it come out? It's still working. Okay, no maintenance needed. We're getting laughed at. I don't know if it was me going like deep in there. Can we actually see the mess I made in there? Because if somebody actually owns this place and comes in now and like, what is happening? And then there's like marks of a thick Finnish man being in trouble in the snow there. It doesn't look like much. Yeah, we need to get Elina filming so she can see me struggling in the snowbanks there. But yeah, you can see there's plenty of water ahead. I assume you can see it. Yeah, I think we were, last time when we came, I think it was on the left side, a bit at least. So you said it was 1 a.m. in Australia. Is it already past 1 a.m.? Yeah, I was hoping you'd say that, police, because it's okay to laugh at me, but you know, never at Elina. But yeah, it's again, you can see the water spraying like both ways when it breaks the ice, like the topmost part of the ice. So not to worry, we aren't going through the 50 centimeters of steel ice. Like water-wise, how deep would it be?
Water-wise?
It would depend. Because I remember when we go by boat to the island where we just went, it depends on whether the sea level is below or above average. Because in here it sways a bit, actually quite a lot. Yeah, depending on where the wind is coming. So when it winds from that side towards us, the water comes with it. So it could be like a meter plus. And then when it's windy, like from that side to then again to the other side, it could be like a minus 1 meter. So there's quite a lot of like variation on the sea level. Oh, 1:04 a.m. Okay, so it's really late. Because us, it's, well, actually I think you can see it on stream. It's like 4 p.m.
Yeah, 4 p.m. Yeah.
4 p.m. for us.
Yeah.
So you can see the sun somewhere there behind the clouds. You could if you could. But yeah, it's like evening, like early evening for us.
But it will be getting dark maybe in 3 hours?
Yeah, I think for us it would be getting dark in like 3 to 4 hours. But we are going towards light. So if you ever like catching a stream of ours in the summertime, because we have the thing called yö, which is like nightless night. And it's around this height. So we'll be a bit south where we'll be constructing and we're doing our building. So it'll be a bit southwards, so it's not perfect there. It's not perfect here either, but it's really close. So which means that the sun, instead of going down and coming up, it's just like circles a bit above the sky. So it like almost goes out and then comes back again. So it means that there's really no darkness during the summer months. So even if it's like 10 p.m. or like midnight, it's barely dark.
And if it was December right now, it would be totally dark.
Yeah. If it was, I know you don't hear Elina well because I'm the one with the microphone, so I will repeat. If it was like December, like end of December, it would be like darkness all here already, because it's like the opposite when it's winter time. So
like from 3.
yeah, around 3 p.m. it would be dark already in the winter times. So we are in the spring already, quite far to the summer. As you can see with the amount of water on the snow. Yeah, you could almost go fishing here.
They do ice fishing though.
Yeah, there's plenty of people that go ice fishing here. So, and yeah, Alan Wake has the yö, yeah. So all the people from Nats should know it.
Okay, nice.
There's references to it. So yeah, so that's. But I don't have any follower a lot, so I have a lurker friendly. So thank you all the followers. To be completely honest, I don't see them. I have a chat app that seems to be working the best on my phone, but this doesn't show me any followers. So unfortunately, I can't even see them if I wanted to. But I do appreciate every follower we get, and we hope we'll be starting our construction soon.
Did we go through this?
Very nice, contemplating whether we came from here, but yeah, we did.
Oh,
So
dear.
definitely, it does look like we're gonna cross another ocean, but maybe it's a Natalie Sea then. Barabui, Barum, yeah, I just did it. Let's go for a swim, boys. Let's keep the gear dry like we did before. I'm trying to look at the microphone a lot because I'm slightly worried if it drops around here, because that would be less than optimal. I can't believe that the time Nat raided was me coming back for the microphone. Luckily we did find it, because it would have been quite a journey back trying to find the microphone on the ice. But yeah, there's some cracks on the ice as well, which increases the excitement we get from this. You can see my... I don't think that was where we came from.
No, you didn't. No, we came from there.
Yeah, I think it was from there where we came from last time. But you can see we made some splashes on the water there. So oh yeah, Natalia is asking what is this ski thing we're pushing. I think it's high-tech. I think we had Citronelli earlier in the chat confirming that it's called kick sled. So, because you kick it when you're like 1 foot on one of these on either side, depending on which your like dominant leg is, and then you just kick with the other foot, and then you go. It has this like rubber like sleds on it to make it easier, so it's like slides on top of the snow.
No, other one could
yeah, you could have one person sitting and the other one then pushing, but it's again like a lot rougher when you have more weight on it. But when you're going like downhill, it's really nice. And it's like, compared to just like walking here, it's like a lot faster and a lot less like rough.
This is what old grandmas do.
Yeah, this is what like Finnish old grandmas use when just like going around anywhere basically in winter times.
Yeah,
so this is like, it's like grandma equipment, but it's really handy in like situations like this. Especially if you think about like just like walking with these rubbery boots on this icy thing, it's like slippery. So on the slippery ones, it's harder to kick when you have like less friction with your boots. But like just walking on it would be like dangerous and also slow. So compared to that, I think is like high-tech, really a good invention. And it's an old one. I know that they've made these like wartime and before, I think. So they've made these like long time. Well, not with the rubbery things, I don't think.
No,
I think
never seen one.
these are somewhat newish inventions that had those rubbery things on it, but the otherwise that thing is like old invention.
I think last time I used them, I was in kindergarten.
Yeah, I hasn't used them since kindergarten. I know we've used them a lot just for this when we're going to the island cabin. That's where we use them, because it's like compared to just walking, it's a lot easier. Especially when you consider like it's right now there's not much snow on the ice because everything is melting. But when there's a lot of snow, it's so like encumbering, or like how do you say, heavy to walk on it. So always easier to just go with this.
Of course, you can use snowshoes, but they are quite heavy also.
Yeah, you have like the option of snowshoes, which is like a shoe which is like wider and longer.
It's like a tennis racket.
Yeah, like a tennis racket, but on your shoe. Yeah, so that's something that you can do to walk so that you don't like go in the snow, but it's still like rough to walk with them either, because you also need to walk like the legs more like spaced apart because they're so wide. So it depends on like whether you're not used to walking with them. So I would say this is the better alternative, at least.
We could have used the snowmobile.
Yeah, my grandpa also has a snowmobile, so we could have used that. But in places like this, with the snowmobile, it like flies the water everywhere, so you would have to go slow on these. And again, I think I mentioned earlier that with the microphone and stuff, it would have been interesting on the stream, because it is a loud one. And you also have like a helmet on, and you have to have like overalls on and stuff. So it's not that like nice to use with the snowmobile. Of course, you could like ride it naked if you wanted, but I don't think there's anyone crazy enough to do that, because you know anyone that has ever like biked knows that the wind is like a cold element when you're going fast. So with a snowmobile in the winter time, you really need some layers on you. So yeah.
During summertime, you use what are they, snow Water scooters.
You mean water jet?
Water jet, yes.
Yeah, in the summertime you can on the water you can use boats and water jets and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's for the summertime. But yeah, I think we can carry on a bit. How long will Nathalie be awake? Do we have time to show you some? I was thinking I at least would need to show you the Finnish winter tires because you asked about those tires earlier. But we're still some way off from the house. Police, what do you have against me going naked in the snow? That's a tradition after sauna, you're supposed to roll around in the snow. Are you going against the traditions here? Yeah, there's also the tradition of going like ice dip, maybe. Like dip in the, to make a hole in the ice. So basically somewhere here you could maybe, you take a straw and you make a hole of some sort, usually like a square hole or something, and you pull out the ice, and then after sauna you just jump in. And the water, it feels, I've never done it myself, I'm not Finnish enough. No, I've never done it. Elina has done it plenty, apparently I'm the weak one here. But yeah, so you dip into the cold water, but it feels, apparently, that's what I've been told, it feels warm because usually it's like minus degrees, like the air around you. But then like water that is runny, so whenever you dig a hole through the ice and there's like water that's like not frozen, it has to be on plus side. So that's why it's apparently it feels a bit warmer than the air around you. And then again, if you're coming hot, yeah, Elina is apparently debunking this immediately, so it doesn't feel that much.
Very cold.
So it feels the cold. I was trying to sell these guys the experience so that they would try it, but Elina is apparently. Oh, apparently if you dip your head underneath there, you get the brain freeze there, what you get when you eat too much ice cream too, so. Okay, Nat will be here for some time. And yeah, of course, no worries if you need to go. There's always the bots and stuff. But I was thinking if you have anything you want to see, we could do a tour in the, like you want to see a sauna or like I mentioned the winter tires, because I think I mansplained about the winter tires some streams ago. So I could show you those. But yeah, so far this has been something I was worried initially when I looked outside the window. I was certain that this will not work, but so far it has worked way better than I expected, even with the ice slushy underneath us. And I think it needs to be mentioned that these like rubbery boots we have on, I'm not sure if you can see them, these are not for winter use. So they are slippery on the ice, because usually, well I at least, and I think everyone else has like separate shoes for winter. Because you have like different grip, I guess, on the bottom of those. So they are better for not slipping and not falling over. But yeah, it's Elina, it's with an I, so E-L-I-N-A, not Elena. Close one, police. Okay, Elina approved that spelling too, so police is safe. I can't believe Elina immediately sold out my ice swimming sales speech. I was trying to sell it so hard too. But yeah, if we can maybe film a bit of Elina going, you can go on. I will film you going if I can. So that's how you do it. So just kick with your other leg. And you can see we're going quite fast compared to like walking or, but I guess you could run as fast, but then again with the ice around you, I would suggest not to, if possible. I can't believe police lost trust in me immediately. Brutality, I mean. I keep calling you police even though I just mentioned why I shouldn't. we can actually already see where we're headed. So it's that blue house there, directly in front of us.
That's where we have been the 2 weeks now.
Nat just said that her dad can't comprehend how you're live right now streaming to us. Mind-boggling. But yeah, it is actually, if you consider that, like, with the delay of like it only being like 3 seconds. So like just thinking about it, so that you're in Australia and like the other side of the globe and seeing all this live, the technology has really gone far if you think about it like that. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, it is also the concept of time zones, I guess. But I think it's like if you think how close technology has brought us, it's one of those cases. There's yet again a wetter section here with puddle on both sides. Let's go in the middle. Hopefully oh dear, Elina is coming to crash on me. There's a crack on the ice, guys. That's nothing to worry about. You know, those are really natural. When you're on the ice and you see a crack going like a kilometer one way, it's all good. But yeah, actually on the topic of connections, in the ice area here, so for example in the island there, the connection is better than in most places. And that is because the surface of the ice, it's like even enough that the signal carries long distances. So I've never had a better like mobile data than in there. Because you know the long pillars they have some area of, there's a snowmobile actually going there. You can maybe see it on the camera. It's pulling a sled or something. Can you see it?
It's not going very fast.
Usually they go hella fast, but this one is pulling a sled of some sort, so I don't think they want to go fast with it.
And maybe it is because of the road.
There's also someone, like a passenger. So usually when you have a passenger, you cannot really go fast, because the passenger sitting behind you is like a sack of sand. So if you go fast, the sack of sand flies away. So it's really hard for the other person to keep on. It could be that they're already looking for us because they saw some people going in but couldn't see us coming out. But yeah, the crack is there. It's just like aesthetic reasons. It's the crack on the ice. It's just there for, you know, like worry the tourists a bit. So yeah. But yeah, you shouldn't be holding hands when you're on the fragile ice. When you're on thin ice. Also, if you're still here, I have to do you this. You're done. You're done. Did I get it right? Also, I need to do the The thing is, I don't have a face cam, so it's easy for me to do. So I have no pressure on acting those on like you apparently do. Also, I'm not an Australian parent, so I have no pressure doing the But you can actually see the ice crack. You can see it going all the way. You can still see here, this is the ice crack we saw earlier. It's going and going, and it's going and going. We can follow it. Let's find the source of the crack. Wait, it's actually extremely long. Guys, should I be worried now? Just kidding. This is because the water level, when it rises and decreases, it causes this like movement on the ice. And it's actually weird if you see like how it goes and then immediately turns. So it's weird how it finds the weakest spot. What? Eggplant got no wag? By who? You need to tell the whole story. I'm assuming it's not Natalie, because I got the "you're done" some streams ago without knowing I did it, because I was raided away before I saw it. There's a helicopter apparently searching for us too. So we are wanted. We are famous, it seems. But yeah, the weather turned out to be really nice. I mentioned earlier in the stream that it has been raining for 2 days, which also has been getting us a bit worried about this trip on the ice, seeing that, like I mentioned, it has been raining, not snowing, like I would maybe hope, seeing that we're coming here. But yeah, it was
I think it was better that it wasn't so sunny when we were.
yeah, the sun, yeah, it's now hot with the sun out, so it was maybe even preferable to have it in the clouds. I asked if something on the menu was possible and got hit with the wag so fast. Was it the fast wag or? No, I see what happened. So, where was this? Was this in Australia? Was it the Australian? No. Was this in USA? Was it the equivalent of gnat? Yeah, now, or was it just a general finger wag? Yeah, it has to be 5 levels on the wanted, with the helicopter being around site. That's like the sampler there. But here you can already see the snow is again making us work harder. But yeah, we're so close to back home, so. Oh, there's also water here. Oh yeah, we have a snowman we built last stream. We need to go and see what happened to that one, if it's still alive. Like I mentioned, the 2 days of solid rain. Kind of like a fast no. That's a certified gnat right there. So yeah, in the morning I came around here and I was like, oh yeah, there's no way we're gonna be making it to the island and back. But look what happened. So, lesson there is to never trust your morning self. I keep looking down to see if the microphone is still with me. So I guess equipment testing wise, it has been now proven that the microphone could be held better. Now I might have mentioned that the end goal is the blue house, and right now we're going for the red one. So chat, am I colorblind? Yeah, so the story here is that my grandparents live on the red one and my parents live on the blue one. And we loaned these kick sleds from our grandparents. So we'll return them here. Now the part I'm not like waiting that heavily on is moving these kick sleds behind, because it's still slippery everywhere here. So when you've seen those, if you've seen those memes about when Finland wants to kill you, this is the time. Elina, you're in the way. Yoink. So yeah, you're not supposed to push these when you're on the gravel, so I'll just carry mine. And I happen to know my grandpa keeps his held up here, so I'll just put it. I think it's something like this. There we go. We'll replace the zip tie at a later time. I don't think we have zip tie streams on. We'll actually have to check if because it felt like it was too short. So it might be that it was already loose before we got it, but we'll find a new one. But yeah, about those winter tires. Here we have an example. I think it should be a good one too. So if you can see, there's this like metal pointy stuff on them. Pins, I think, maybe. Can you see it? So they're called nastarenkaat in Finnish, and those are nasta, so like a pin on the tires, and those are better on ice. Then there's a variation of it without those pins, but with a like more traction. So there's like two kinds of winter tires you can have in Finland. I think Elina already noticed the sad news that the guy we made last stream has not really made it.
He's still here.
He's still here.
All the balls are here.
You can see it was a snowman with, I think it was 4 layers. It was 3 on the body and 1 on top of it, like as a head or hat on top of him. So this is what remains. The Finnish winter is punishing. Yeah, we have a helicopter waiting, as mentioned. Yeah, we have it all. Yeah, rest in peace, snowman. The summer came for you fast. But yeah, this is the project we've been working mostly on the stream so far. So this is a caravan for when we'll start building. So a construction, sort of like a construction base or a shed, or what would you call it? I think I have the keys here to peek inside. Yeah, so the outside parts I've been doing on off stream, but the insides I've been doing on stream. So what we've been doing is, it's not that dark, I think. So we've been doing the electrical stuff here. We'll have a professional to do the actual, I don't know, plugging in and stuff. So those are like things you're not allowed to do without the experience and like license and stuff. So we'll have to wait for a professional to hook those up. I guess we can go from here. But yeah, if you want, I can show you a sauna. My parents' sauna, if you want to see that. You have to go inside, of course. I wonder, did we leave the door open? If we have burglars inside. But we'll just, battle royale all the unwanted visitors. So it should be good. First door at least is unlocked. Okay, second one too. I will leave my rubber boots here, because they are slightly wet. Okay, so in we go. Yeah, Citronelli is back. We got raided by an random Australian streamer, I think is what it's called. Yeah, you can see I'm slightly exhausted and sweaty maybe. So let's try not to film me too much, if we can avoid it. So yeah, you can see with the sun now out, you can see the view from my parents' window. It's amazing. I only wish we had the same. But unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, ours will be an inland plot of land. So here you can see the assortment of tools I brought in, because we're house sitting. We're house sitting for my parents. Here you have a lighthouse and stairs below into the basement floor. So if we go take a look at my dad telling my crew, this is very nice. Yeah, I have to say my parents really did find a good spot when they got this little plot of land. And the sad part is, of course, they bought it like lot earlier than when I bought my plot of land. But the cost of this place, the land here, is like 1/10 of what I just paid for mine. And yeah, I'm gonna go show sauna. You can actually not see the length of Elina's